Hey everyone, what's going on? Revolution Hell Cowboy back with another video here. This video is going to go a little different than my other videos. No action figures show up in this collection. I mean, at least not right now. I do have various other action figures. Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, various other fandoms. But this is going to be a special treat to a lot of my friends out on DeviantART who I know aren't really professional wrestling fans, and that's fine, I understand. A lot of my friends who like Pokemon or any other video games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Brothers. So you're probably wondering, what am I pointing my iPod camera at? Well, if you can't tell by now, it's a stack of comic books. And most of them are going to be something a lot of my friends I know that they really like. And as you see, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's right. Well, for the most part, the most of them are Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I'm not a big comic book collector. Not that I don't like comic books, but it's really hard to find any anymore. And I never collected the DC or Marvel comic books other than maybe a few random ones. But I had a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, so let me go down business. And unfortunately, I don't have every Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. I wish I did. And I know they're still publishing them, so let me go to the first one I have here. Issue number 35. And I've had some of the previous issues, which I was a little kid when this comic book first was, when they started publishing these comics. Back maybe 2nd or 3rd grade, I'd got some of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic books. Issue 36, so I kind of go in order here. Missing 37, I don't remember the issue, I'd have to look inside. Now, if probably didn't see on the first comic, there's a lot of wear and tear on these comics. And I took care of my comics, but let me tell you, having younger siblings kind of sucks. Especially when they're babies. I mean, I have a sibling who's 4 years younger than me, so she was respectful of my stuff. But my other sister, who's 10 years younger than me, she wasn't really respectful of my comic books. She would go in my room because I was able to close my door. Anyways, that's issue 39 right here. So kind of going over here. So yeah, some of these comics are torn. Some have the pages torn out. Or the covers are kind of torn, and I mean, even I wasn't very respectful of my comics, because sometimes I would take pages out that looked like posters. So, kind of ruined the value of these comics. Issue 40. Still going on here. Unfortunately, I wasn't always able to buy comics either. I mean, my mom didn't always buy everything for me. I mean, if I wanted an action figure, I'd have to sacrifice something if I wanted to get a comic book. So, that's 47. Missing 48, so there's 49. Issue number 50. Which was at the time, the last appearance of Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, for the Sonic X fans out there. There's 51. 52, which is pretty cool, because there's a black and white feel to it. Maybe I could show you inside. And yeah, like I said, pages are kind of yellow, kind of getting old, I guess. Did I say that? No, maybe I didn't. It's kind of yellow. And well, it's kind of a black and white feel. Not really. And I don't have a whole lot of comics. I mean, these are all just, from 1996... through maybe 97, 98. We got issue 57 here. So once again, like I said, couldn't always buy the comics, so I had to skip some issues. And I hope to find these issues again on the internet. Maybe go on eBay. And some of these probably aren't even valuable if the page ripped it out. 59. 60. Still going over here. Let's see, we got 66. So once again, missing some issues. 69. And this is before the big change with Sonic the Hedgehog, switched over to having green eyes, the buckles on his boots, being a little different. Which we know, not what he looks like now, and this is the last one I have, 71. So that's all I have of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I have some of Knuckles. His friendly nemesis. I had some of the mini-series issues, which, here's number 1. And then don't have number 2, unfortunately. There's number 3. Number 4. Kind of tried to go in order of Knuckles the best I could. 5. Number 6. Missing 7, because here's number 8. Number 9. Okay, no, number 10. I have number 11 here, and that's it, Knuckles. And then I have some of the special issues. And like I told you, having younger siblings really does suck. At least one of them, having a baby sister. She's now, like, in her teens, but still, like, that sucks. I mean, this really sucks. Ruins the condition of the comic. But, what can you do? When your sibling's a baby, you want to yell at them. See, another issue. Yeah, see, ripped down the middle, so. But still, these are cool. I mean, just vintage comics. And This is a mini-series. I don't have all of it, unfortunately. I'm not always have my mom be able to buy my comics for me. It kind of does suck, and some places eventually stop selling comics. Here's a special, Sonic versus Knuckles, which had all the Freedom Fighters versus, I can't remember what they were called. They were Knuckles versions of the Freedom Fighters. Brave New World. Okay, so that's it, the Sonic and Knuckles comics. Now, these ones probably might be a little bit weird. You probably wonder why a guy has these. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Let me just say, the only reason I really like these comics, because, oh my god, I used to have a big-ass crush on Melissa Joan Hart. I used to like watching the show, and you know what? I kind of used to like that cat, Salem. You know, the warlock who got turned to a cat. I don't know, his voice actor was pretty funny. So, I had a lot of her comics, and if you don't really care, then maybe I'll just... If you do care, cool, I'll just put the numbers up. You know, 1, 3, 4... These were pretty funny, though. I admit, I liked them. I mean... I never bought the actual Archie comics, you know, of Archie himself and his friends, but maybe these were kind of worth buying. Had some good stories to them. And some of them pages are ripped out here by my little sister coming in my room as a baby and tearing them up. Or, you know, me taking some out for posters. See, once again, this is what happens when you don't put your comics in places you don't want them to be out, and your little sibling goes in your room and tears them up. But I still thought I'd show these off, because these are still, you know, it's hard to find these anymore. And I really would love to find them again. This one's pretty cool. It shows both Mr. Hearn and Salem on the cover, so... this one's pretty cool. Crossover with Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Josie the Pussycats. Sorry. Alright. Okay, so that's it, those comics. Now let's go back to being mascot, okay? Alright, and here's some Power Ranger comics. That's right, they had a brief comic series back in 1995, 1996. Yeah, I think in 94 actually, 94, 95. For Hampton Comics and then later to Marvel, and these are the only ones I have here. Second issue of the Power Ranger Saga, which goes all the way through the first couple of seasons of the Power Rangers, from the beginning all the way through the White Ranger, you know, the Green Ranger on this comic. And this one, the White Ranger is in it. And it's showing Rita and Zed. And number 3. And then, of course, the Marvel Comics version, which were okay. And once again, pages torn. And I used to have some other comics, too. There was this Ninja Ranger series from Marvel, which wasn't as good. And it had flipped over and had the VR Troopers. I'm really wishing I could prepare these comics, or find them again, because these were some good comics. Number 2, the Power Rangers Marvel Comic Series. Another comic torn up. Still ticks me off. Number 3. Let me switch hands real quick. Power grab this stuff on my left. Number 5. And that's it of all my major comic series. Now here's some random comics. I did have a Marvel and DC other than the Power Rangers. Ren and Stimpy. And this comic is actually in fairly good condition. Probably the best condition of all of my comics. Yeah, I don't know why I got it, but it's alright. And then a couple of Dark Horse comics of The Mask. You know, the movie Jim Carrey. And that's it. And then the last ones are Pinky and the Brain from DC Comics. A couple issues of them. And sadly, that's another comic that was a casualty of having a younger sibling. So yeah, I would like to go back into comic collecting one day. If any of those are still in good condition, maybe I'll sell them, despite the yellow pages might deteriorate from their value. But yeah, otherwise, you know, part of my childhood, along with, you know, collecting action figures, trading cards, playing video games. I mean, well, so anyways, I'm going to reorganize these, and if you liked any comics here, maybe you had these comics yourself. I know a lot of my friends are probably enjoying the Sonic the Hedgehog ones. Or if you enjoy Power Rangers. And I used to have some Ninja Turtle comics. Not the old ones from before I was born, back in the early 80s, but the ones that Archie Comics produced. But sadly, I don't have those anymore. But anyways, that's all. I really wish I could have taken better care of these comics. So, thanks for watching this video, and rock on!